All right, today we're jumping into a story that is just an absolute psychological nightmare. It's about a fisherman whose simple day at sea turns into this impossible, terrifying loop that you just can't escape from. It starts out simple, but trust me, it goes to some very dark places. So let's meet our guy, John. He's a fisherman, and for him, this is just another day on the water. You know, a trip he's made 1,000 times before. But yeah, as the quote says, this day is gonna be different. Very different. And it all kicks off with something straight out of a horror movie, a fog. Not just any fog, but this incredibly thick, dense fog that just rolls in out of nowhere. John is completely lost, can't see a thing, and it's right here in this whiteout that his whole world is about to change. So you can imagine, he's lost, searching for literally any sign of anything. And then, out of the mist, this huge vessel just appears. It's silent, it's massive compared to his little boat. So he does the only thing that makes sense. He ties his boat to it and climbs aboard, hoping to find somebody, anybody, who can help. The second he steps on board, things get weird. The ship feels like it's full of people. There's fresh food on a table like someone was just about to eat. Clothes are all laid out. All the signs of life are there, but there's one thing missing: the people. The entire ship is dead silent. Okay, so John is officially creeped out. He decides, nope, I'm going back to my boat. But when he looks over the side, it's just gone. He knows he tied it up tight. And in that exact same moment, the fog that has been suffocating him for hours just vanishes. Poof, gone. Perfect sunny day. And right then, he knows. The trap has just been sprung. With his own boat gone, he has no choice. He's stuck on this ghost ship. But he learns pretty quickly that he's not just stranded. Oh no, he's being hunted by something he can't even see. And that becomes the terrifying question, right? Is he actually alone on this boat? All the evidence says yes, it's empty. But what he's about to experience is going to tell a whole different story. Is it a person? A ghost? Or maybe the boat itself is the enemy. And the attacks start coming fast. First, it's physical. Something shoves him hard from behind, right into the freezing ocean. Then it becomes psychological. He gets locked in a tiny bathroom from the outside. And then he finds proof that this isn't the first time something bad has happened here. Old, dark bloodstains in a cabin. The message is clear. This isn't a game. So yeah, the playing around part is over. Whatever this unseen enemy is, it's not just toying with him anymore. It's actively trying to kill him, and it's using the entire ship to do it. You start to see this awful pattern emerge. He sees a massive cargo ship heading right for them, so he waves like a madman, trying to signal for help. But it's like he's invisible. In a last-ditch effort, he throws a rope into the water to try and foul the ship's propeller. But instead, the rope gets thrown back at him, wraps around his neck, and almost strangles him to death before he manages to cut it. He manages to slow the boat down a little, but it's not enough. The cargo ship smashes into them. The impact is just brutal. It throws John across the room, he hits his head, and everything goes black. When he finally comes to, the attacks get reality bending. The room is flooding, but it's filling with fresh water, not seawater from the ocean. He's so thirsty, he drinks some, and then it instantly turns salty in his mouth. He's trapped, the water is rising, and then, right at the last second, the lock on the door just clicks open. See, the ship isn't just trying to hurt him physically. It's breaking the rules of reality to break his mind. At this point, John's been physically and mentally tortured. He knows that if he stays on this ship, he's gonna die. He's been pushed to his absolute limit, and he decides he's going to make one final insane gamble to get off this floating prison. And you gotta admire his will to survive. He literally takes the ship's airbags and the very door that was used to trap him and builds a tiny makeshift raft. It's not much, but it's his only hope. He grabs what he can and just abandons the ghost ship, paddling out into the open ocean. But the ship isn't finished with him, not even close. He thinks it's gonna sink, but it just sits there, floating, almost like it's watching him. And then it starts moving. It starts chasing him. He sees another boat in the distance, a real shot at rescue. But as he rows toward it, it just disappears. It's like every single spark of hope is being snuffed out on purpose. As night falls, the ocean gets freezing cold. He's exhausted, he's hypothermic, and he's completely beaten. And he's faced with this impossible choice. dive exposure in the water or climb back onto the haunted ship he just escaped from. It's not really a choice at all. He has to go back. So he crawls back aboard and just collapses. He wakes up locked in a cabin, but after a terrifying escape through a tiny ventilation shaft, he gets outside and he sees something that changes absolutely everything.
He looks out, and there it is, land, a small island on the horizon. And the ship, this thing that has been tormenting him, seems to be taking him right to it, taking him to safety. For the first time in what feels like an eternity, he feels a real, genuine sense of hope.
Incredibly, the boat navigates itself right up to a small dock. John scrambles off, running, desperate for answers, ready to find whoever did this to him. He searches the island. Nothing. It's deserted. Finally, he makes it to the other side. And this is the moment his mind just shatters. He sees a small fishing boat tied to a dock. It looks familiar. And then he sees the name painted on the side. A cold, sick feeling washes over him. It's his boat. He's back at the exact same spot where this whole nightmare started. And the story just ends there, with John staring at his own boat, completely broken. After all that torture, all that survival, he's right back at the beginning. He's caught in an infinite loop. And at this point, he can't even tell what's real anymore. And that really leaves us with this haunting question. Beyond the ghost story, it's a powerful metaphor. It makes you ask, what does it really mean to be trapped? And what happens to a person's mind when every single attempt to escape just leads you right back to the beginning of your own personal hell?